Okay, so this is the sharpening station I built, and frankly, I don't use it enough, so I am going to turn this into a miter station. And I'm going to remodel this whole wall over there. Just a quick note. My router stopped while I was resurfacing that spoil board on my CNC. It overheated and stopped, and boy, that pisses me off. Which that means I can't trust that router to run a job. So I have another one, but it requires VFD, and I think that's what it's called, is a VFD. And I don't know, I've just been too lazy to hook that up, but I'm gonna have to, I guess. So anyway, today I'm gonna start on this miter saw station. So enjoy. So if I had it to do all over again, the first thing I would have made is the miter saw station. I think it's a very important thing. The reason I didn't is I thought I would be moving to a bigger house. That didn't happen. But my advice, make the miter station first. The reason I say that is it gives you a place for storage. As you'll see, I bought these Husky tool cabinets and I'm incorporating them. I also bought a Ryobi wall storage system that you'll see later. So what I'm doing here is cutting these 2x4s to length so that I can make a housing to fit my toolboxes into, so I have drawers. So I saw this on a YouTube channel where a gentleman was taking metal and welding it together so he could put his toolboxes underneath. It was much larger than my system, but I'm hoping that these 2x4s will be sturdy enough to support this. So basically what this is a cube with one leg off so that I can roll the toolbox in and out. So it has a support on the back, on the sides, every place but one leg in the front. I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but you'll see it here in a minute. So I've used pocket hole screws to put this together, except for these legs. And again, I have to do everything twice because I mismeasured, but we got it in the end. So here you can see how that's coming together. That front brace is gone, so I can roll the cabinet underneath. And this is going to incorporate some cabinets I already have, so I don't have to build drawers. On another note, everything I've done here, I've built from things I have. The only thing I went and bought was the paint. The rest of it is wood that has just been hanging around the shop. I got to start getting rid of this. Oh, also I had to go buy one of the butcher block countertops. So I had ordered a Ryobi wall mount system. I actually bought one unit from the store, then they didn't have any more, so I had to order what I wanted. So I wound up with two of them, plus I bought metal cabinet for the drills, and because I wanted some storage, I didn't want that space to go to waste back there. I wanted to be able to do something with it. So I waited 3 days to get that from Home Depot, and it came in, and so now I'm back at it. It's a weekend, and I'm trying to get this finished up. I'm not sure I like this system. It's got some good points, it's got some bad points, so it's like everything else, it's a trade-off. I think I prefer a French cleat system, but we're in my busy time of year, and I just don't have time to build it. So I ordered this. I think it's going to work really well. I just wanted to get my shop in shape so I could start using it again. So here I'm putting the vacuum system in. I'm using a Fest tool. I think that's a great tool, and I don't think any miter saw is perfect, but this does a pretty good job of sucking the dust out of there. I really love this Makita miter saw, and I've used the Fest tool as well, K-Pax. This is my inaugural cut. I'm using this to put to cut a piece of wood I'm going to need. And anyway, just really happy with the way this turned out. It's sturdy. It incorporates my tool cabinets, and I have more storage. So if you made it this far, thanks a lot, and we'll see you further on down the trail.